So this past weekend, I went grocery shopping for the first time in a few weeks. And basically, in a nutshell, I behaved really bizarrely. So in my efforts to maintain a 6 feet distance from people who were on the sidewalk or in the stores, I literally was like jumping out of my skin when someone even remotely was entering into my vortex, and would awkwardly jump away from them, or like in a dramatic, exaggerated way, move out of their way or whatever. Anyhow, point being, people looked at me really bizarrely, like raised eyebrows and kind of like, what is she doing and why is she being so awkward? But more importantly, my bae said to me, my partner, he said to me, like, what are you doing? And I was like, yeah, what are you doing? Which made me start thinking about, OMG, like, what is the world gonna be like when we stop physical distancing? How will we behave with each other? So when we're allowed to go to restaurants again, will we expect that the tables should be 6 feet apart? Or like when it's just a foot apart, which is usually what it's like in Toronto restaurants anyways, it's like, are we gonna be squeamish? Like, what am I gonna do when I'm at the airport? What am I gonna do when I'm on a plane? Like, how are we going to interact as people readjusting into this world of sharing space together? And it's got me thinking, and it's got me worrying a little bit about how we are treating people immediately, instantly, and how we're fearing them. And the reason why it's got me worried and has me thinking is this is exactly what bias is about. Like, as you know, I do a lot of work in diversity, equity, inclusion. Bias is essentially our brain saying, treat this person less favorably because they're not like us, or they're not likable, or there's something wrong with them, there's a negative meaning attached to who they are. Right now, anyone who is not our immediate beloved person who we're living with, or extended family, whatever, the other, who we put into the camp of other, has expanded dramatically. And we are othering as a way to keep safe from harm right now. It's like, keep 6 feet away, be really cautious, like avoid people on the street if you are out or at the grocery store or whatever. We're othering. And our brains can get wired to do this, which is why one of the reasons I was behaving so oddly and bizarrely. Anyhow, I'm like, I'm worried for me, I'm worried for others. I can't be the only one doing this. Am I the only one doing this? Are you doing this? If so, I'd like to hear, please help validate me. So I know that this is what bias is about, and it's got me thinking. I don't have any answers right now. I'm just gonna be musing about it. I'd love to hear from you about what you think. How can we as people right now start being increasingly mindful about what we will be like when we enter back into the world and we no longer have to engage in physical distancing? How will we treat each other? How can we ensure that we are not behaving bizarrely when we are interacting with other humans? It's not how I want to be. It's not how I want to live. It's not how I want to roll. So these are my musings. Have you noticed the same thing? What are you doing? What are you thinking about? How are you going to ensure that you treat people with love and compassion and empathy and open-heartedness? I'd love to hear from you. Let's keep talking. Thanks for watching these Corona Chronicles. As always, message below. Send me a note across social media. Thank you.